Hello and welcome to today's video. 2-2 in predictions. Got the two America's games right, series right, but LCP, LCK, a little different. So first we have LCP, Deep Cross Gaming win soundly over Ground Zero. All four of these series were more lopsided than all four series yesterday. A very short day when it comes to minutes played and also in terms of just in terms of dominance, it was a beatdown in all of these series. Now, I thought Ground Zero had a chance against Deep Cross Gaming. Deep Cross Gaming coming off of a bit of a lull here and then a break. Ground Zero outperforming expectations, but Deep Cross Gaming came through in a big way. All five roles very impactful. Damage was insane. A very aggressive best of five here. So Florin had two solo kills in top lane, 27, 8, and 41. Fung had a solo kill, 27% of damage at 80 carry. Pop 9, 73 kill participation. Jimian, 11, 14, and 32 in the loss. Shun, 26% of damage. Orca, 79 kill participation. I got, oh no, they're not backwards actually. I thought that was 4-9, but it's 14-9. Deep Cross Gaming taking the majority of the Drakes. They took all 6 Barons, averaging 1,722 gold a Baron. Struggled on a couple, had a negative Baron. And I want to say they had 2 negative Barons, but the one was kind of odd. I forget if it was game 3 or game 2, but they ended a game. And that was the only Baron they took in the game. And they were ending with it, and everything was gone. And just trying to recant the game's such a mess. Deep Cross Gaming essentially were just so dominant in that game. They took everything. Didn't need a Baron to do it. Now in the end, they took a Baron to push and win, but there's actually a negative Baron power play for a large portion of it until they finally got some kills in the Ground Zero base. So that is a thing, 79% advantage going to Deep Cross Gaming in that series. BFX T1, I thought T1 would win this. The top lane of Doran and Owner being better than Clear and Raptor, but on paper today, BFX win, and in reality, they win. Kellen led in KDA, 5-8, 54, 80% kill participation. Clear had the most damage. Now, a lot of people singing Diablo's praises. He's the 80 carry. He had some pop-off moments. He's a young player. And some people are just finally coming out of their hibernation, not realizing who the fuck this guy is. He's a very young, very strong player. The future of the West, in my opinion, in particularly the LCK. He and Pays are going to be, the top of the food chain, if you will, for quite a while. Smash is up there also. Not to, take him down a peg. Smash is right there alongside them. But Diablo, I think, is a year younger or more than Smash, just outright, despite already getting a year or so under his belt at the LCK level. Now Clear, 3 solo kills in top lane, 26% of the team's damage. He did very well, and he deserves more praise than honestly he's getting, because a lot of people are just all over Diablo, and I think Clear had a great best of 5. T1, Carria, 3, 14, 36, 74 KP, Pays 27% of damage in the loss. Drake's 10-8 for BFX. The Barons were split 3-3. Now, BFX did well with their Barons, 3,800 gold on average. T1, on the other hand, only 456 gold a Baron. That is in part why they lost. Not being able to take their power plays and do anything with them on average. I mean, you're not going to win with numbers like that. And that could be a very big reason why you lost. Gold control, 79-21 for BFX. Leviton and Furia. Furia win in dominant fashion, 3-0. I thought it would be closer. I expected Furia to win, but for it to be closer, and it was not the case. Just absolutely slapped the shit out of them in what was the most lopsided series of the day. Jojo, 5, 247, 87% kill participation. And Tatu led in damage, 24%. When your jungler leads in damage in a 3-0 win, and I mean, the damage share is actually reflective of just how dominant this series was, because a 24 damage share indicates that damage came from everywhere. And the games weren't long enough for the AD carry and the mid laner, historically, to be able to stack items and stack damage. It just wasn't the case. This series was over before it even started in pretty much all 3 games. Sayo 7-10-9. Enga had a solo kill, 30% of damage in the loss. Toplop 77 KP. Drake's 12-1 for Furia. They took all 4 Barons for 4,117 gold on average and had an 89% gold control rating. Lastly, Cloud9 FlyQuest. FlyQuest looked lost. A young team. I thought that Cloud9 would win this, but it would be closer. It was not. FlyQuest looked like a young, inexperienced team with a bunch of rookies out there in a big moment. And that's okay. That's okay. They need moments like this. This is a double Elim situation. I hate double Elim, but it is what it is. And it provides them another opportunity to grow and develop and get more best of 5s under their belt at a high level of play. Now, Cloud9 with Vulcan going 4-2-29, 80 KP, Sven 29% of the team's damage. Quad had a solo kill and really was the only one performing for Fly at a high level, leading in all 3 categories. Had a KDA of 766. Lead and damage 27% and kill participation 72%. Griffin, I think, had 17 deaths. I could be wrong. 17 deaths, I think, was it. Cryogen might have 14. Gakko struggled. Those 3 rookies really did struggle in this one. And that's fine, but it's also the reality of the situation, at least statistically. In terms of Drake's, Cloud9 took 9 of 12. They took all 3 Barons. Those Barons closed out games. And if, you know, in Game 3's case, they did not end with the Baron. Whereas in Game 2, they didn't end with the Baron. Regardless, it put the game away. I mean, they averaged 6,561 gold a Baron power play. That's enough to put the games away. In terms of gold controls, Cloud9 88-12, which wasn't the most lopsided series of the day, surprisingly enough. But if I continue to do the power rankings right now, if I had updated them right now for the LEC, LCP, LCS, CBLOL, I mean, Cloud9 would just be expanding their lead. If they're not leading in all categories, they're damn near close to now. You know, just really, really dominating LCS. And when America's Cup begins, and I don't know, I think it might be the same thing we saw last year with Winter, CBLOL and LCS, really, truly. You know, Red Canids look like they could have something for these guys, but otherwise it's going to be an interesting situation. So, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.